So as you can see, this farm, he's using the sachet water, the disposed sachet water to cultivate the cucumber. So instead of the sachet water going to a waste, this is what he has converted the sachet water into. So this is just one side of the whole farm for the cucumber. This one side, roughly about 4-meter square size for just one side. So just do your calculation. One cucumber plant can give you 15 Ghana cedis in a full cycle. So we'll continue with him. He is currently doing. So let's continue with the composite that you used. So you use poultry manure and
droppings of goats.
Can you?
It's like I'm testing the soil or the two medium.
Okay.
So after the nursery,
okay,
I realized that no, the poultry manure is the best.
Okay.
Compared to the goat droppings.
Okay.
So with the goat droppings, I had so many problems with the seedlings.
Okay.
So
so meaning the poultry is far better.
Far better.
Okay.
And I came to a certain conclusion that the goat droppings are also good, but I was not able to allow it to decompose more.
Okay.
Because I left few crops,
okay,
which I used the goat droppings. I allow it to decompose well.
Okay.
And with that nursery is over there.
Okay. That nursery is
in the box.
Okay.
And the germination of the nursery is good.
Okay.
Which means that I allow that goat droppings to decompose very well.
Very well. Okay.
So when I didn't allow the goat droppings to decompose, the droppings are lacking some nutrient,
okay,
which is the magnesium and the potassium.
Okay.
We're lacking that nutrient.
Okay.
So when I nursed the plant, the germination was very good. But later on, the leaves were not as the natural leaves, like the green.
Okay.
Any leaves are supposed to be green.
Green, okay.
Deep green, and
okay,
they were light green.
Okay.
And the poultry manure ones are not light green; they were deep green.
Deep green, okay.
Yes. So which means that the goat droppings are lacking that nutrient, which is the magnesium and the potassium.
Okay.
So with that, one of technical officer gave me advice that I should get a inorganic fertilizer with those ingredients, the magnesium and the potassium.
Okay.
And it's not just that you get those fertilizer and you just straight away you just
apply
it.
Okay.
You need to get a formulation calculation.
Okay, so this is part of the agricultural practices. Okay.
And what I see, one major problem we are having, the farmers are having, is the fertilizer application.
Okay, that is their problem.
That's
why we are not getting good yield.
And also sometimes too, you see that after the application of the fertilizer, the plant will die.
Okay.
And they will not think that is the fertilizer application. Okay. They will think that it's a disease or the variety.
Okay.
Or the soil.
Okay.
So they will be complaining that it's not the fertilizer, but it may be cost. It may be the fertilizer the application.
Okay.
So with that, let's see the calculation of the fertilizer. So when the plant was 1 week to 2 weeks, the director showed me that I should get African fan, the Coke one. The head.
Okay.
Is 5 gram.
Okay. This 5 gram.
5 gram.
Okay.
And this rubber This rubber too is 10 liters.
Okay.
So when I take inorganic fertilizer for one of this, which is the 5 gram, I will dilute it with this rubber.
Okay. That's the fertilizer.
The fertilizer.
Okay.
So this one, I will use this 5 gram to measure the fertilizer.
Okay.
And pour it in this drum.
Okay.
And fetch clean water, not dirty water, not soap water.
Okay.
Clean water.
You can use the tap water too.
Tap water too.
Okay.
So you take this bucket full water, the 10 liters, 3.
Okay.
So which means that it will be what? 30 L, which is 30 liters of what? Water.
Okay.
So this one 3 times water.
Okay.
To dilute 5 gram of what? Inorganic fertilizer.
Okay.
And not any fertilizer you just go in for.
Okay.
You need to get some ingredients.
Okay. So meaning that fertilizer application here is very important.
The fertilizer application is very important.
Okay.
And when you are going into crop farming or like the veggies farming,
okay,
you need to know the plant, what nutrient they need.
Okay.
They need.
Okay.
Before you go in for that fertilizer.
Oh, okay. So meaning that if you are going to cabbage, you need to know the kind of nutrients
the cabbage need.
If you are going to tomatoes farming, you need to know the kind of nutrient the tomatoes need. Then you go for its fertilizer. And now you don't just go for the fertilizer, but you need to know how to apply the fertilizer. Wow. Okay.
So that's our major problem with the farmers.
Okay.
So someone will say, just this small thing. This small thing. How will the fertilizer work with this water tray? Which is the 30
liters. Okay.
they will talk over it.
Okay.
That no,
it's not going to be possible.
It's not going to be possible. But when I tried.
Okay.
The leaves, which was light green, changed to deep green.
Deep green. Okay.
So I was even doubting that just a small inorganic fertilizer of this with this bucket 3 times of water.
Okay.
I was even doubting, but I said, okay, if so, let me try to.
Okay.
And I tried, and it was very amazing.
Okay.
So I called the technical officer that no, that the thing is performing. He said, yes, I told you.
To perform.
It will perform. And as the plant is growing or the days are increasing, you need to also increase the quantity.
So meaning that there's a formula that you have to use for the fertilizer application. You don't just get up and apply the fertilizer.
Yes.
Okay.
And these are the few ones I will say.
Okay.
The few ones. The youth need to know more.
They need to know more. So if anybody wants to go into vegetable farming, they can contact you.
They can contact me.
Okay, so I'll be leaving his social handles in the description or in the comment below for you to contact him, or you can contact me and I'll direct you to him to educate you, to direct you in going to your vegetable farming. So now